Alright folks, welcome back here to what could be the final map of the day for the CIS qualifiers of the Starlighter I-League Invitational for Shanghai. We're in the main bracket. These are the quarterfinals. Of course, we did see earlier today Vega Squadron be victorious. So they will be moving on actually to play the winner of this series in the semifinals. First map did go to AVANGAR. It was on Cobblestone, which is actually the pick of pro100. AVANGAR selected Cash, and that's where we are now, where they maybe hope to just 2-0 this thing and get it over and done with and move on. But if need be, we could see a third map, which the third map, I believe, would be Mirage, if needed. The knifing has already been done. The sides have already been decided. And the countdown is underway to get the pistol round going. As pro100 will be on that CT side to kick things off. Pro100, again, fighting for survival here. AVANGAR, let's see what they can do on their T side. Again, this is their map pick, so you'd imagine that they have a pretty good understanding of what they'd like to do. The bomb and a teammate be over here towards B main, a couple towards A main as well, so I don't know if this would be some type of fake with quicker or Demon kind of showing himself at A and putting down some noise and maybe causing some ruckus, and then they're actually going to go back and hit B. Just a 2-1-2 setup here from pro100, so they're not really shifting based on anything that's going on right now. They're just kind of holding their positions, just playing this 2-1-2, passive spotting middle. You know, having two towards A, having two towards B. There is going to be mid-control being taken by AVANGAR thanks to the boost. They do push Def back into CT spawn. They're going to go for a vent split. There is one behind the checkers box. Will they check it? It's going to be Kenzor, who steps out, but Quicker is going to be able to tag him down. But Pro100 responding so well everywhere else. Def and Crush particularly stepped up to the plate. And it now is 1-0. So pro100 able to take the pistol here on AVANGAR's map pick of Cash. So what do pro100 want to do? They're going to get aggressive inside A main this round, trying to leverage their firepower advantage by getting some quick map control. Again, I would say Cash is probably one of the maps where it's one of the least risky maps to be aggressive on CT. You know, peeking B main and A main are relatively safe, particularly with pop flashes, or like if you're holding B lobby with an op from under a balcony. So you can usually get good information as a CT on this map. You could also actively look to play middle as a CT team, as long as you have the right utility to like molly boost and smoke mid main. You can usually push up to vents and stuff like that. So there's a lot of options for aggressive CT play on this map. It's going to be a pop flash explode for AVANGAR on B, but they actually don't even throw the flash until a little bit later in pro100. They're lining them up and putting them down, but all of a sudden there's a couple of entries and this bomb is actually going to get planted, and they do have an M4 in Dima's hands, and he does have armor. James will find a FAMAS, and there might be some hope to even win this round. Playing behind these smokes is Dima and James. Oh, they spotted one heaven, went for that frag, and pro100 just timed their push onto the site really well there. Really coordinated, peeked off each other properly, and they will get the defuse. They will get the 2-0. AVANGAR with that bomb plant. Probably not going to buy here. I mean, they did force to get that bomb plant, so I'm sure they want to make sure they get a nice full buy in the next round. Maybe if they would have killed like 4 CTs and forced a lot of rebuying, they would have thought about chasing after it, but with the CT surviving with 3 members, not really worth it to go for the force here. They kind of take a middle-of-the-road approach. Like, they're going to give themselves some armored upgraded pistols to maybe pose a slight threat, but they're not going to hamstring themselves for the next round, making sure they have plenty of money saved up to still get a nice full buy in round number 4. In the meantime, we do see a little bit more focus on middle from pro100, but the one dig of Dima is going to be the first to strike on this round, as he will take down Smike. And they will start transitioning that bomb over through Useless into B lobby. They still do have one player at A who might be able to do some lurking. That's going to be quicker, but he's actually going to be rotating around over here to mid garage. Maybe just try to hold on to middle. as they did actually get into Vince as well, and Buster gets the entry onto Crush, and all of a sudden this round's looking rather dangerous for Pro100 as the bomb makes its way in and plants. It's a 5-on-3 post-plant hold here for AVANGAR. They might even be able to pick up a rifle somewhere across the map if they play their cards right. James does spot one at lower CT. Gets a new angle to watch Heaven. Buster will now peek into CT with the CZ. Does some damage. Quickert on the flank through CT. Connector finds the FAMAS. He's going to definitely get def. Kenzor trying to hold off any more flooding of terrorists, but he's not going to be able to completely save that M4, and Quickert will get the kill in the CT spawn. He'll be able to grab an M4 for himself. In fact, they should all get M4s out of that. Man, the post-round timer in this configuration is really fast. Like, you don't have time to grab anything in this. That is one thing that seems to vary sometimes tournament to tournament, is how long you have after the bomb explodes or whatever before the round starts over. So they didn't have time to grab anything there, really. They did get that 1-4 and they had the FAMAS, so it's a little bit, and money is a little bit low for Pro100, so they can still make good use of that FAMAS. And Buster, oh my goodness, that headshot on the Smike, top notch. And now look at how fast Dima is up highway. Def was not ready for that. And so now it is a 5-on-3 very early in this round for AVANGAR. A bomb site, pretty clean except for one player who's playing, I think, aggressive in A main up on top the boxes. So he could definitely just be holding that for later to do some type of retake with, but he only gets one before being taken down. The bomb does get planted. What does Pro100 want to do? You see Crush going for the long range, Deeg even trying to clip the edge of the wall, trying to do it safely. But now he's all that's left, and Buster swung all the way around B lobby, so there will be no saving of Armor and Deagle there. It's 2-all, and Pro100 out of money will have to take a save. This is where AVANGAR can keep building up their bank. They're already doing pretty well. That Mac 10 from James could certainly rake in even more dollars with that SMG bonus. You're filthy rich, Raul, yeah? Why don't you hook a brother up? So you're going to see Dima going for quick mid control with the bulk of his team, really. There is one player at Sandbags, good Molotov to flush that player out. They actually don't get the kill with the Mac 10. Dima actually only trades evenly in middle. This is actually getting a little bit scary because an M4 will get picked up by Crush. Bomb will definitely get planted by Quickert. No problem there, but with this Mac 10 and M4 being collected, there's actually a little bit of weight to this retake, perhaps. Quickert trying to do his best to get a different angle to help stop that from happening. Himself and Crizzen will combine to pretty much stave off any hopes of Pro100 on retaking this round. Now it's just about Flair trying to see if he can't grab one of those guns back. But he's getting flanked by Buster from mid-garage, and so getting a gun back is not in the cards. And there will be AVANGAR taking the 3-2 lead. Money will be back out there for Pro100 to take a buy, but not enough to get an AWP in play. But certainly still enough to get M4, utility, all that good stuff. See, AVANGAR is opening up fairly default. One towards B lobby, one holding mid push, trying to get into A main and squeaky door, perhaps. Actually, no one's squeaky door. Everyone's pretty much A main right now for AVANGAR. Might have some set piece A in mind. Could also go for late mid control with the boost. Looks like that's going to be the play here. There is one player again at Sandbags. Again, there's a Molotov to flush him out. Oh, he smokes to extinguish so he can hold Sandbags, but now they know he's there. There's no doubt in the minds of AVANGAR there's a guy Sandbags, but they can't kill him, and Smike just sticks around to be bait for Highway to push through. That's going to be Def getting the frag. They actually made the most out of a terrible situation. Trading 1-for-1 there is actually really good, given the situation. Usually not good for CT straight 1-for-1, but given the circumstances, at least they made something out of that whole ordeal. Aggressive positioning at B lobby here by Crush allows Kinzor to go ahead and start rotating. So there's going to be a pretty stout A defense available here to defend against AVANGAR, and we already have Death popping off with 1 frag. James responds with the AWP, but there's still 2 players here in positions to do something about this. But Crizin coming up highway. He could be the snake in the grass, gets the headshot onto Kinzor. That's going to help bring things open a bit, but Death holding the balcony, able to put down 1. He's dropping down, he's looking for more, but James too quick. And that means they do actually weather the storm of what was some unorthodox positioning by pro100. Or at least a little bit more rare than what you normally expect, being on top of that balcony. Def was doing some great work this round, but his efforts will probably be in vain as Crush is in a difficult 1v2. Doesn't have a kit. It's been spotted already as well, so they know what they're up against. There might be a kit somewhere he might be able to pick up, but for right now, he's just looking to see if he can't find that first kill to give himself just at least a crack in the door to pry open, perhaps. But after not finding anything in enough time, he will just back down and save this M4 and armor, and AVANGAR will extend their lead. It'll be 4-2. Money very low on pro100. Crush does save this one M4 armor, sure, but other than that, all you can really do is upgrade pistol armor around it. So we do see the Deagles coming out to play. The CZ on Kinzor will also be making an appearance. Smike will settle for the P250. And AVANGAR have been very successful with their mid-control so far on their T-side cache. And why does pro100 keep playing sandbags, man? They have gotten mollied out of this spot every time. That one misses, though. Oh, this could actually turn out really bad now. A great pop flash comes in. And so the sandbags position winds up working out really well this time for pro100. They're still making their way, though, into the A-bomb site. AVANGAR, that is. They have the 4-on-4, but Crush looking to get aggressive with this M4. He's playing around the smokes, but he's getting spammed through by Buster. He does survive there with 13 HP and still presses into the site. Will he be able to find a kill? That's going to be the real question. He comes through. He does, in fact, find one, but that's going to be it, and that's not going to be enough in this situation. You don't feel like, as Crizin will put that bomb down. So now Smike does have an AK. Playing here from Truck, so there is still maybe some hope for pro100 to make this retake. Well, with that Molotov and flash from Crizin, it could be, or Buster, excuse me, it could be an issue, but the bomb's not planted for Buster. That's a big problem. He needs to get out here, and he's just not going to make it. Really good retake here from pro100. They made it happen. I think that that round's way different if that Molotov actually lands properly on sandbags. Because, I mean, if it would have landed, this guy has to come out. Unless he would have smoked again and baited for his teammate to come highway like they did that other round. But the fact that, you know, he got the hold position, and a pop flash got to come over, and these two guys basically just got to do a crossfire on mid. That really set the tone for the early part of the round. Because think about it, they would have won that mid exchange, they would have had some highway presence on that A split, and that could have just made things a lot more tricky for pro100, so crazy how much impact one missed Molotov can have. But that is CS, a game of that's unforgiving. Milliseconds of timing are involved. And yeah, one nade can ruin your day. And now we have a 3-on-3 in this round. AVANGAR looking to focus up on A. There is a flank with Crush pushing B, which means these two players can comfortably play inside the A bomb site. Good push there from Dima. Does get the frag. Gonna try to plan out in the open. It was gonna be dangerous to do so because Smike was right there, but he's been handled efficiently by Quickert. And so now Crush is stuck in a 1v3 with little hope of making it work. And they've been reset again on the pro100 side. So money is becoming a huge factor. Crush can save what he's got, and then you'd have money on Kinzor and Smike maybe to do something this next round, but we'll just have to see what they want to do. So do they decide to build around this AK, or will they just take upgraded pistols? Looks like it'll just be upgraded pistols. Kinzor does buy armor, smoke, flash, because he had a little bit more money than the rest. See what they can come up with their limited resources in this round. Again, Deagles obviously goes without saying, can be sometimes a round changer, and it's pretty cheap at 700 bucks. So we will just have to see Fleric with the P250 holding highway, at least knowing that, hey, they have mid control and highway could be a problem. He's actually all alone at A, though, because Crush has actually pushed through A main with the AK. Looking to backstab. This could either work out really amazingly, or it could turn out to be a huge problem. But since they're going for B, I think this flank can be nothing but good news. But there's just been so much damage done actually inside the B bomb site that it doesn't seem like it's going to be able to be a factor. Crush still hasn't been spotted yet, but the bomb is going to be going down any moment now, and there's 4 players up. So even if he gets to jump on one person, someone else should be able to respond, and James does in fact check it. So, unfortunately, there will be no shenanigans for him, and it will be 6-3 in favor of AVANGAR, but the money is back for Pro100 to get a full buy-in. Yes, everything's on the pistol update now. It was just that one LAN event. I think ESO 1 New York didn't have the update implemented, but everything since then has had the pistol update implemented. That I'm aware of, at least. I mean, ESO 1 New York was the only event that openly announced they weren't going to use the update, so I just assume that everyone else who hasn't said anything is using it. We do have Kinzor getting very aggressive in Sunroom here with the AWP, and this means, again, that they can free off a player B. That means that Crush can more freely rotate to help middle or A. They haven't spotted out Kinzor. He's holding a good angle. He should be able to at least get one, and there he does deliver. Def also able to do some work out in middle, so this is looking pretty bad for AVANGAR. They've quickly gone down to a 3 versus 5 in the very early stages of this round. They're going to try to come up highway with one, but Spike too wise. Has the op fixed on highway, finds that kill, finds another. This could be a clean sweep for Pro100, and it is flawless victory. All guns get to get saved. They even get a free second op for a double op setup, and that's great news for them, because when your money is a factor right now, it's a CTT, as many times as they've been reset already this half. So getting it around where you don't have to rebuy everyone's guns goes a long way. Of course, AVANGAR, no issues rebuying up into this round. Looks like they're going for something towards A early. They're moving away from their mid-control. They're looking to change things up, looking to maybe up the tempo on some type of execute. Good news is Pro100 is playing a retake A setup, 2 highway, 1 truck, so taking the site itself won't be as difficult as it might be if someone was actually playing quad site or up close fork or something like that. But they just have to worry about the retake, because there's a lot of utility behind this retake. As we do see Buster pushing through the smoke left side, swinging around the site, spots one up top and grabs the headshot. Or not a headshot, but a frag nonetheless. And so the bomb is surely going to get planted here sometime soon. The utility begins to pour in. There's still one incendiary left from Kinzor that can be used to flush out quad. Probably the most popular place to put an incendiary in a retake situation. So I imagine they'll do that. Fleric just wants to make sure no one's flanking. James, though, delivers with the AWP onto Def. Quickert from distance with the AK finds Crush. And I think now it's all about a saving game for the CT side. Again, their money is going to be reset again. They've yet to streak together 2 rounds in a row this game since winning pistol. Every gun round they've won has been reset. And even though that they survive with 4 members in this round that they won, the money's still really low. Maybe if they could have saved 2 or 3 guns, they could have bought around them, but now I think that they're in a situation where, once again, they have to just kind of go with upgraded pistol armor around this AK. maybe, I don't know. I can't see them going all the way in and getting SMG armor and stuff like that here, but we'll see. Yeah, it looks like they are just going to settle for, once again, the one rifle and some deagles. So we are seeing just a standard default here from AVANGAR. Playing it safe. There is a 3-man stack on the A-bomb site up close on main from pro100, but it looks like it may not really play too much of a role in this round. As AVANGAR are content just kind of getting mid-control. They're actually bringing the bomb over towards the B side. There might be a flank, but I think that Quickert should be able to catch this as he rotates that AK through to mid-main. CT up close, though. It's going to be Kinzor with the CZ. Only good for one, though. There's one in the B site. Wow, Dima was quick to put him in the dirt, though. And so B's been overtaken, and Quickert has the ability to make sure that Vince can't be flanked, and he'll be able to hear any transitions through middle. But he didn't hear Smite come around, and so Smite could maybe surprise someone. Flare could do the same exact thing. Yeah, they're both doing all the way around T-spawn, so they're not going through useless, so that means that Quicker doesn't see any of this. But Crizzen has stepped out. So he'll be able to hold that T-spawn flank, and Quicker does sniff out Def, so good to go is AVANGAR up 8-4. Again, they did win Cobblestone, the map pick of pro100. So they're just one map win away from 2-0 in the series and moving on to the semifinals to play against Vega Squadron, I believe. I'm not sure when that'll be, if that's tomorrow or what the schedule is. Have to keep you updated on that. Have to keep you updated on that one. I don't see a schedule just yet for tomorrow, so... But, yeah. Let's get back into it. Next gun round is before us now. Again, AVANGAR is opening up defaults, not really straying too far away from that. Smoke going up on mid. It is basically just a 2-1-2 here from pro100, so a very balanced CT approach to this round. They do have Flaric, though, on a gimmicky type of spot, being able to look over red box. Very hard shot to hit, and that's usually not the angle that you're pre-aiming at as you come in, so he definitely could pick up someone if he holds this position. You see them gathering up in A main. James has actually already made it out, and then caught Flaric, who actually jumped off that spot. There's still one over towards MBK, however, it's going to be Smike. And I don't know how James didn't see Smike. He definitely had him in the corner of his screen, but Crizzen will take him out. But he's done a lot of damage, and now Death steps in as well. And so it's a 2v3, and the bomb hasn't been able to make its way into the site just yet. So there's a lot of weight behind this retake right now. And in fact, it may not even be a retake. The bomb may not even get a chance to get planted, like the way things are headed right now. Quicker does finally back up and go for the plant. Buster does get in a good spot, though. He has a chance to at least find one, and he does. That's going to be it, though. It's going to come down to a 1v1 in the end. Quickert versus Kinzor. Smoke goes up. And Teneri goes past it. Quickert trying to play inside the smoke. He even gets up top. Gonna jump up, and he gets the kill on the Kinzor. I think that smoke wound up playing against Kinzor. His own smoke became his worst enemy in that situation. So now it is 9-4. pro100 back to nothing. Have to save for last round. And so AVANGAR finding double digits is very favorable. As again, nothing too crafty. Just playing their default. It's worked very well for them throughout this game. This and fast mid control has been kind of their staples. If it's not broke, don't fix it, I guess is the mentality. Yeah, I know. My dog's barking. We got it. I'm sorry. He's actually, like, I have him closed out the room, and he's not happy about it. Because I don't want my roommate is like trying to work on stuff, so I can't have him hearing me cast, so I had to close my door to stop that. But then my dog's like, dude, I want in. I'm like, nah, bro, you can't. Anyway, these pistols are working out really well for Pro 100 right now. Really well, actually. Is this really how they win a flawless round? Is off pistols? Is this real life? Is this what we're dealing with here? Unreal. I like how my dog's gotten more of a response out of chat than any of my commentary has done over the last 4 hours, 4.5 hours. Dog's just getting more social media interactions than the caster. Check him out. Maybe I should have just... I might have gotten... I feel like I would have gotten more views if I just would have had, like, a dog cam somewhere. Like, instead of, like, a player cam underneath the player bars, I just put my dog under there. Might have been a good idea. No chance he would have actually stayed in frame, though. He would have eventually ran away. So it wouldn't have really worked out that well, probably. In the meantime, James just got smiked. You could take that as like smacked or smoked. Either way it works. Kenzort coming into rhythm as well. A little bit of a B entry going on though, but Kenzort does remain alive in the site, and now Def has a chance to sneak out of heaven. And Crizin was not ready for that. Leaves Dima in a 1v3. Now luckily for him, all that action as B has left the A-bomb site wide open for a plant, but just planting doesn't do a bit of good in this round. He needs to win the 1v3 clutch to get the 10th round. And that's not going to be easy. You can see he's hunting for that first frag first before he plants. He's got a lot of time to do that. He could push truck and catch Smike off guard. I mean, that's one way to get into a 1v2 that's somewhat winnable. Wow, Auto Director, you're really great. Okay, this is a cool plant. Obviously leaves all the options open. Gonna go towards CT. See if he can't catch somebody off guard rotating through B site. Will peek, spots 2 of them. So he knows where 2 are at, but he's got to worry about highway, a main flank. I mean, he's got to worry about everything. He just keeps facing that battle in CT spawn and does wind up losing it. So it is going to be 9-6 in favor of AVANGAR. I appreciate you, Zodiac Drake. I know you're supporting me, my Diane. I don't have that godlike voice, I don't feel like. I feel like it's just kind of a normal voice. I guess it might be easy to listen to. It's kind of weird. I feel like people are very... What's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word. Like love it or hate it, I guess, is the other expression I can use. Like, when you either love someone's personality or hate someone's personality, it means that they have a certain type... I can't remember what the word is I'm looking for, but I guess hate it or love it. Either hate it or love it. I feel like... Maybe a lot of people are indifferent, I guess, actually. But... Either way, we are going to see Pro 100 looking for some type of fast B split through the vents. And they are going to start making their way into B. Kenzor trying to see if he can't put that final entry onto B. It'll be Crush who does the honors, though. So the bomb is going to get planted for sure. Dima left alone. While he does find that frag, the chances of him finding much more are going to be slim to none. Acquired taste also isn't the word I was looking for. I can't remember what I'm looking for. Don't worry about it. Point is some people really hate my voice too, find it very annoying. In fact, of all the criticism I get as a commentator, one of the ones I hear the most is my voice, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it. I've already done as much as I can about it, I guess you could say, without actually paying for a professional voice coach, which I can't afford. I've done everything I can to make my voice sound more full. It definitely sounds different compared to if you heard me cast like in 2014. I feel like I use my diaphragm a lot more now, and it sounds a little bit deeper, a little bit more full than it used to. Not as nasally, but still. Some people don't really like it very much. But, again, I can't really do much about it. Just focus on what I can do. which is work on like my pacing and diction and my analysis, all that good stuff. Obviously, with these two teams, I don't know them very well, but try to study all the main teams, I guess you could say. So we're going to see a mid-stack from AVANGAR in this round, and pro100 up to the task of dealing with it, it seems. As Flarich will... Not so easily. He took some damage there, but he does get the job done. Just 2 left now, but Prison does have this AK-47, and Quicker does have a scout. Is there really a chance? Probably not anymore. Prison stuck in a very difficult... Oh, yeah. That quick kill. That did it. So the full save is on for AVANGAR, and pro100 has a great opportunity now to just go ahead and tie up the game, to close that distance between these two teams. So we are going to see Flarich already find that entry here, over towards A. Still 2 players floating around, though. 1 quad, 1 in sight, and they're being sniffed out with ease. Flawless victory for pro100, and now we're all tied up, 9 apiece. That lead AVANGAR had is withered away. They were up by a lot. I mean, they were up 6-3 at one point, so they were doing pretty good, but that's all withered away now. But let's see what they can do on a full buy. They have the AWP in James's hands now. They have M4s. They have... honestly, their utility's kind of shit. I mean, they only have like 4 smokes and 2 flashes, and they don't have any kit, so that's kind of a problem. But we'll see. They just have to see if they can win some duels, I guess. And it looks like it's going to be an all-out B rush from pro100, man. Like, they aren't messing around, but this CT just pushes out by himself. Does get 1 kill, to be fair. And that pop flash does stop them from being able to chase down Quicker. And now we even see some CTs rotate into middle. They've given up A. But this is where pro100 could actually just slow things down now and just play their man advantage and look for the gap in the defense. Because 3 are towards B, 1 vents, 2 in the B site, and there's just 1 at A right now. So if they slow down and like kind of transition and be back into some type of A split, they still could find this round with ease, actually. I mean, a lot is going to be on Crizzen. I mean, he does have a pretty quick rotate from Dima in the vent, but as soon as Smike opens this door, Crizzen can call for the rotate mid, and they could still have a decent A defense. In fact, we could... Oh, that mid flank might even catch the bomb before it can cross over to A main. It doesn't, but Dima does still get Flarich down. So all of a sudden, this A attack is going to have a lot more trouble because 3 players have made their way into A, and a 4th is on the way already. James adding to it with the op, and wow, that was over in the blink of an eye. Really good rotation from AVANGAR. Well read. And they take the lead right back. Yeah, I don't know. I never really understood how people buy other SMGs and UMPs. I mean, I guess like the MAC 10's 1050, and it's really good against non-head armored opponents. So on T side, I get why you'd buy a MAC 10, but I mean, the UMP is cheaper than all the other options, and it has better armor penetration. I think it's just a better SMG altogether. But to each their own. Like, for me, my SMG tier list is like MAC 10, because it's cheapest, and if I know I'm going against people who don't have head armor, then I want the MAC 10. But after that, it's like, for me, just UMP all the way. I know the MP9 is like the MAC 10 option for CTs, basically. Use it for the same reason, but it does cost a little bit more. I guess a negligible amount more, though. Like $50 more than the UMP, isn't it like $12.50? So, probably doesn't really matter too much in that regard. But over the MP7 for sure. I mean, that gun's definitely more expensive than the UMP. Anyway. pro100 just playing the slow default, but a little bit more pressure towards B. Looking to see if Smike can't find that pick. No one facing him, though, from checkers or under heaven, so he won't get a chance to put that op to use, just finding a quick pick. Fleric, though, has found one, and now Smike catches Buster crossing the checkers. Spots one jumping down as well into Quickert. And, well, then, that round's over. Alrighty, then. There you have it. CTs will now just save over into A. Again, it's so quick how the tides turn on that round. It was pretty kind of stable for each side, and all of a sudden just 3 op frags fly out within a matter of a few seconds, and it's a tie game again. Bison is best. Get out of here. Get out. Out, I say. Curse you and your Bison. I've never been more triggered than having to spray someone with a Bison in my life. I mean, yeah, it has a massive magazine size, so you can unload a lot of bullets with that thing, but damn do I just suck with it. I mean, I suck in general at this game, but I especially struggle with the Bison. So, pro100, what do you got? Can you keep the comeback dream real? Can you force that third map of Mirage? That is the question. I'm not sure what Krishna was trying to do there. Like, the one gun you have, you do that. Alrighty then. At least James is there to pick it back up, so at least it can be recycled. It will be given over to Dima, who has armor. So maybe he can still make a play. Could spot Squeaky from his position here at Highway and still make things interesting. Ooh, that's a nice little time peek from Quickert. Almost picks up one. Dima still looking to try to spam that smoke and get someone at Squeaky Door. It's not happening, but Quickert does find one with the CZ. Finds a second with the CZ. Okay, Quickert. He's still alive as well, and now the AK's rotated into the site, and things have gone south really quickly for pro100 into this round. They do have time to just roll back out to B. Crush has mid-control as well. That makes things very difficult for AVANGAR to rotate, but Crush has now been spotted. Buster looking to be chasing down at the P250, but the B side has been taken. 2 AKs in the hands, though, of Dima and Quickert, and they have armor behind them as well. The op of Smike misses. They start pouring out of heaven, but they can't get out. Despite all the good work that AVANGAR did in that round, they still don't wind up winning it. pro100, they survive. They weather the storm. They take the lead back. No guns saved there from AVANGAR either, and the money is pretty low on Dima and Quickert, which means they're going to have to go for the SMGs. I thought AVANGAR had that round for sure, the way things were going. But, unfortunately for AVANGAR, not the case. They have the glass cannon of James out there. And all is fairly quiet as both teams are pretty spread out. And no one's really taking any aggression on the CT side. No one's looking for a big individual duel on the T side yet either. So it's very much at a standstill. It's been one of the slower starts around we've had. Kenzor does start putting down some spam at door, looking to see if he can't get lucky. Not going to find anything. There is no mid presence from AVANGAR. loading up the A-bomb site instead. Looks like we are going to see some type of late mid-control being established by pro100. They still do have Crush outside B, so a mid-B split could still be in the cards. As the bomb also starts making its way towards B lobby, so it's definitely going to be some type of B split coming in now, late in the round. Not a lot of time left, so the way AVANGAR's position, rotating is going to be so hard. Quickert and Buster have to deliver, dude, because their rotate is just so far away. No one's even begun to shift yet. Now they're beginning to rotate, but it could be too late. Good incendiaries, at least from the CT side, to slow things down. They only get 1-for-1 trades, though, and I don't think that's good enough. We'll see. Op in Heaven peeks out. Smike delivers. So now it's just Dima and Krizen, and they probably have to save these guns if they want any hope of having some firepower in the future rounds, and they will. And pro100 will take the lead. And what is with these teams winning each other's map picks? What is this? What is this? Why is this the case? pro100's cash sucks. AVANGAR's cash is superior. At least when it comes to win rate and record and all that good stuff. But online CS, so doesn't always factor in as much. Shut up, Zodiac Drake. It can go to a third map, that's fine. I get paid by the map, boys. So if it goes to third map, I make a little bit more money. But I don't get paid by the hour. So if it goes 60 OTs, I still make just as much money as if it was a 16-0. So I'm down for a third map, but I just want the third map to be a wash, you know? I mean, I don't actually care, to be honest. Like, I have no stake in this. I have no bias. I'm not a fan of either team. It can be whatever it wants to be. Cash has been more T-sided for a while, to be honest. Or it's always had the ability to be very T-sided. But again, CT aggression is just a lot easier on this map than other maps, so that can sometimes make it a bit of a gray area on sidedness. I think it just depends on the team. Ooh. He's trying his luck. James moves into Squeaky. He'll find that it is clear. You know, it would be sick if he spammed this garage door and got a frag. That'd be pretty nuts. Oh. That would have been nutter. Nutter? Nuttier. Almost got the 2-for-1. Does the damage to the second player. James is going to be in for a bad time. I think. Yeah. That flash did nothing, sir. Did you no favors? But AVANGAR looking... Oh, no, never mind. Smike has a chance to plant. Gonna go for the kill at truck instead. Buster's here. If he gets this kill on Buster, dog. Oh, no. But Quickert catches a good timing up highway with the SMG. Does get the 11th round for AVANGAR. And so, finally, another point on the board for AVANGAR. They had a little bit of a struggle there. They've been reset twice already this half. That obviously doesn't help. They have a double op set up now, though, for James and Buster. So, let's see what they can do. That was a nutter shot. Definitely meant to say nuttier shot. He's probably wondering how he didn't get the 2-for-1. I mean, of all the times that you just get a chance 2-for-1 without trying, and then that one you try to calculate it and you feel good about it and you still don't get it, it's a little bit disheartening, maybe. But they still won the round, and Buster's got the opening pick in this one, so all is good. Oh, Kenzor hating it. Hating life. He definitely hated to see that. That's like your dream scenario. You get to push all the way up to door, and then they open it, which means that they're not going to be able to fire as fast as you because they had to open the door. So it usually means you're going to be a little bit slower to your trigger finger, and you still lost the fight. So AVANGAR, good shape to perhaps tie this one up. Dima has spotted one middle as well. Pop flashes and gets out of there. Also, the fact, if AVANGAR win this round, they might force a save out of pro100. That's where they could actually take the lead back, so... Still a lot of ground to be had here, perhaps. Dima will get the frag onto Def, so it continues to pile on. This guy... Dima, salty. But still works out well in the end. They only lose 2 players on this round. They can still keep the double op, I think. No, I guess the second op wasn't nearby. But nonetheless, they do put pro100 in a position where they have to just go ahead and take a save. They might buy a little bit, like armor and pistol, because there is still some money floating around. But they'll probably make sure they stay around like the 2,500 range on their players. In fact, Def has some of the most money, and he actually just gets 2 flashes, so... This should be where AVANGAR takes the lead. Should the keyword. Pop flash into A main, free kill. 2 coming squeaky door, 2 still outside A main, so it's still going to be an A-focused attack with these 2 guys so deep in squeaky door. Unless they decide to fall off late. I mean, I guess it's possible, but... They seem pretty committed to this. They start running out. Easy kill for Quickert. Another easy kill for Quickert. The rest coming out of A main. And while they do find 1 entry, Dima able to rotate through high with the M4. Gonna find 1. Does a lot of damage to Smike as well. Some team damage going on now. But still a victory for AVANGAR. No problemo. Only lose 1 player. So they're doing a good job setting up their money for the rest of this half by getting flawless victories like that. Pro100 will win this round. Stop it, Zodiac Drake. What are you doing? Do you just want to watch the world burn? Looks like Pro100 may again be looking to do some type of A play. They're going to go for the boost at A this time, though. This is the louder version of doing it, so they may have been heard, and so they may just get absolutely destroyed. They didn't hear, but they still get the kills. Oh my goodness, the flick from Fleric. Very well done. The bomb will get planted. And Pro100, oh, he doesn't plant the nade. What a TD pass that was. Def, though, catches the A main flank. Smike on point as well. He's getting cooked, though, in that fire, and he does actually die to it, so it's going to be a 1v2 retake for James. Going to be very difficult to do, if we're honest, but if Def peaks, there's a chance. Pop flash, though, too strong. And Pro100 tie up the game. Are you a seer, Zodiac? Are you a seer? Are you a wizard? Do you have mystical power? Do you have a crystal ball? The CH in Fleric is the same as chocolate. Chalk. Cha. Flarecha? What? Flarecha? I don't know. Sorry. Quickert, getting aggressive. That flash. On point. Quickert able to get the frag there. Get an AK out of the deal. And they could be looking to reset Pro100. They can keep this man advantage leverage in their favor. They have 3 towards A already. And 1 in CT connector. So they're pretty well set up for an A attack. Pretty much perfect positioning for this. As James is going to cross back into sight with the op. Dima's right here at highway watching cross. They could even get up the ladder and be on the balcony. They have quick rotates. 1 coming truck as well. That fire did absolutely nothing for the terrorists. Someone definitely missed. As the A attack is going to be commencing now. Flare able to get in. Lines up 2. That's like the perfect recipe for Pro100 to come back into this round. Is something like that happening. They're going to go ahead and get Def planting the bomb on the edge of the plant zone. And now it's a 3-on-4 retake. And now it's 2-on-4. Fleric on point right now. And now the CTs have to save, and Pro100 will take the lead. Stop, Zodiac Drake, please. Mitch. So, Flarich. Flarich. That makes more sense than the chocolate reference. Appreciate you. So Flareich. There you go. Thank you. Sorry. Again, I've never casted these people before, so didn't really know how to pronounce the names. And so there you have it, 14-13. AVANGAR running low on funds. They did save 2 rifles. They will force buy around them as best they can. Obviously, trying to challenge pro100 as they go for a map point. This is where AVANGAR wins this round. Ties at 14-all. And this is where they make the comeback, boys. Win 16-14. Here we go. I believe. I believe. I believe. No, Drake. Please not 60 OTs. Please. Please. Be gentle. My mind would just melt probably by, like, the 3rd overtime if that were to happen. Ooh. Oh, you hate to see that. James trying to go for the plays. Winds up just being another casualty. And so pro100 looking in good shape right now. Buster trying to make a play outside B, but it's going to be all for naught. As pro100 are looking good in this round. I think Kinzer has an idea this guy's boosted. So I don't even know that Dima's gimmick position is going to have much of an impact. Even if he does get 1, I mean, it's not really going to matter. And a player comes up highway, literally the worst scenario for him. It's the hard counter to boost is coming up highway. And the bomb is going to get planted here in the corner. And Quicker just trying to save all that he can. But he's going to get chased down, most likely. So saving is probably not going to be a thing. He gets knifed in the back, apparently. I don't know why Auto Director missed that. Good job. Sound? So, a 3rd map looks very likely at this point. As pro100 is just 1 round away from forcing that 3rd map. Again, both teams have won their opponent's picks in this series if this were to go through for pro100. So here we go into the wild blue yonder of what could be the conclusion of Cash. It's very quiet. This is boring. This round is boring. Do something. Someone. Let's go. No one fighting for any kind of map control. Everyone playing passive. Finally, some mid control being implemented here by pro100, I think. What is this, man? Come on, let's go. Pick up the pace. Okay, so AVANGAR's going to gamble on the B stack. That's one thing we can talk about. Could go for a counter boost through vents. This seems ill-conceived. I don't know what information they got to want to go for this B stack, but now A is wide open. They're all sitting on B, and they're going to play a retake together, I guess. I'm not sure what read they had to do this stack, but it did not pan out. Now they're all stuck coming through CT spawn together. Flareich up close on truck. This is going to be such an uphill battle. Such an uphill battle here for AVANGAR. Buster trying to do his best work with the Deagle. Does find one, spots the leg of another at forklift, and gets that headshot as well. But Crush inside the sight with the AK. Finds 3. Could find more, but Kinzor will decide to do the full house with him instead. And that will be pro100, taking it 16-13 and forcing a 3rd map to decide this series. So, folks, stay tuned. Going to hear from our sponsors and take a little bit of a break, and then we will get live with map number 3. So stay tuned, folks.
E-gaming bets, online betting for every esports fan. Go to choice is yours. Express bets for multiple matches or live bets on the game you are watching right now. Know your way around Dota 2? Make a prediction for picks and bans. Playing CSGO?
Guess the number of rounds in a certain match.
Daily quests for all participants and all the best choice of payment systems. More than 600,000 users have already made their bets on the spectacular matches since 2011. EGB.com. You know for sure who's gonna win.
CS.Money, a new service for trading your skins. Tired of all the skins piling up in your inventory? With CS.Money, trading got faster and safer than ever. Now you can just sign in to our website, choose the skins from your inventory and those you want to get from a broad variety. Confirm the trade and rejoice in your new skins. CS.Money, the best service for trading your skins.